Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. The restaurant he frequents does not appear on Google Maps. The leather scent in his office is not casual. It's a forged identity. Their vacations are investments in disguise. Each destination hides a market they plan to dominate before returning. Failure is not shame, it's investment, because every paid mistake becomes applied wisdom. Like pressure that turns coal into diamonds under extreme conditions. His decisions seem casual, but they are the effects of an exact formula. His presence in the room changes the air, making it tense and respectful. The data he consults is not on Google, it's in his network. His conversations have no preambles. Every word was thought of before the interlocutor finishes speaking. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. In his calendar, there are names, not hours. Their words are not sounds, they are codes, because each phrase is designed to program realities in receptive minds. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. The phrases he repeats are internal keys, not motivational mantras. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are constructions, because each partnership builds unique possibilities. The chair where he sits was made to support those who move the board. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource, and like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. The clock in his room has no hands, because in his world, time is mental. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because they extract maximum value from minimal elements and resources. His way of looking disarms speeches. Change is not a threat, it's fuel, because they channel each transformation towards the construction of new realities. His desk is cleaner than the history of some banks. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because every small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. The piano plays softly as the plan for the next quarter is projected. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. Their thoughts are not casual, they are intentional. Taxis do not exist in his reality, everything is discrete transfer. The walls of his office have acoustic and strategic insulation. He does not pay memberships, he is the one who authorizes others to have them. While others celebrate achievements, he is already building the next one. He does not need notifications, everything important is already planned. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. The present is not a prison, it's a lever, because they use the current reality as a fulcrum to move the world. The file he keeps in his briefcase weighs more than an ingot. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. He is not interested in seeming successful, he is interested in being treated as someone who decides. The conversations he has are not casual, they are strategies in disguise. Fatigue is not physical, it's the weight of knowing that their decisions today will determine how millions live tomorrow. Failure does not define them, it refines them. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because every no received reveals exactly what they need to change. Their networks are not contacts, they are extensions of their ability to impact multiplied by brilliant minds. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. The wind on his terrace sounds different. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. His library is not full of books, it's loaded with bound strategies. Their goals are not numbers, they are transformations, because they measure success in lives impacted, not in accumulated figures. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. The signatures he collects are not autographs, they are alliances. Because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. Others live for the weekend. She lives for the exact moment when an industry is ready to be conquered. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. The private jet is not a luxury, it's high-level logistics. The value of his time is not measured in money, it's measured in access. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. The present is not limitation, it's opportunity, because they transform each moment into raw material for extraordinary futures. Because they understand that perfect timing multiplies any effort. The silence between phrases generates more impact than any presentation. Their alliances are not partnerships, they are multipliers, because each correct association exponentially amplifies the impact. Quality is not the goal, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. Discipline is not restriction, it's direction. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, because every obstacle reveals exactly what they need to strengthen. Speed is not haste, it's efficiency, because they have eliminated everything that does not directly contribute to the goal. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. While the city sleeps, he reviews the markets that will dictate the future. The doors he opens do not have standard locks. There are no frames with phrases, only expansion maps. Their mistakes are not weaknesses, they are investments in wisdom, because every paid failure becomes refined instinct. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner, because the correct habits channel energy towards precise objectives. Power is not strength, it's magnetism, the ability to attract resources, talents, and opportunities without apparent effort. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Intuition is not divination, it's processing. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. The watches he wears do not mark fashion, they mark connection. The phones he uses are not in stores. Patience is not passivity, it's power. Because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony. The words he chooses are not decorative, they are fine bullets. Their investments are not bets, they are certainties in disguise, because they see futures that others confuse with fantasies. Their routines are not repetitions, they are refinements, because each day they optimize systems that others don't even know exist. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a trainer, because each obstacle strengthens exactly the necessary capabilities. The carpet he walks on was hand-woven by someone who took years to master their craft. The conferences he attends are private and without microphones. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Each letter sent has a calculated destination and a hidden objective. Their systems are not methods. They are philosophies. Simplicity is not reduction, it's distillation, because the most powerful concepts can be explained in a sentence. Their routines are not habits, they are architectures, structures designed to generate specific results. Simplicity is not lack, it's mastery, because only those who master complexity can create elegance. The present is not a prison, it's a platform, because they use each moment as a springboard towards extraordinary realities. Change is not interruption, it's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not reactions, they are creations, because each choice is a conscious act of building the future. Change is not disruption, it's opportunity, because they see in each transformation the possibility of redefining entire industries. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments, because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage. The way he listens makes others reveal more than they intended.